Hi, this is Jeff, Bohemia After Dark, and Jennifer and I here. We're just doing an audio recording for this again, and we're not going to show our ugly mugs yet. So, those old boomers, you know. So, like, I go in the beginnings of, like, I'm going to interview Jennifer, and then she can interview me, like, this little small segment's about 20 minutes long. It's like Jennifer, like, we've known each other a real long time, and then I'm going to have Jennifer tell you.
Since kids.
Yeah, well, tell everybody how we met.
Well, you blame me for throwing the goose egg at you when we were little mall maggots hanging around on our bikes, on dirt bikes, not even 10 speeds.
Okay, where was okay, so you're telling everybody you threw a goose egg at me at the mall? No, it was at El Dorado Park. Well, in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Did Jeff do it or did I do it?
Your brother did it. He chased me with it.
Because I was a bad kid. I used to hide behind bushes in egg cars as they drove by, or throw grapefruits or whatever we had.
People are going, what's this got to do with music? So, anyways. Well, people are wondering what's this got to do with music, and this is how we met. Well, so, anyways, let's go into your story about how you were a kid and what got you into music, since this is a music channel.
Well, before I was even born, my dad was club secretary in the Air Force, and he also had a greyhound kennel, and he had the fastest dog in the world at the time, Pintada, painting fake hues of brindle, and Pintada in England. That was in England. So this was before I was born. And so my dad was a promoter, basically a concert promoter for the Air Force. And
is this in the 60s or something?
50s, yeah. 50s.
You're not that old yet.
No, not me. I wasn't born yet, I said.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, well, God.
Pintada.
One of my earliest memories of the club, before the Buck Owens stuff that I already told you about, but I'll go over it again.
Tell everybody.
Yeah.
I know the story. You tell the story.
But, well, even before that, I remember, like, certain artists that were too fucked up to sing or to perform whatever, right? And the Air Force medics were right there, like you saw on that movie, you know.
What?
John Travolta and, you know, The Dance. What am I thinking of again?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. Just like in Pulp Fiction.
Dance.
No, well, listen. I saw
Grease.
them as a kid.
Oh, he did
pumping
Grease.
in the heart, like pumping.
Grease, Saturday
so
Night
they could
Fever.
Perform for the soldiers.
When you talk John Travolta, you talk about Saturday Night Fever.
Honey, no. I'm not. I'm just.
Doing the
I was
dance.
trying to refer to the movie.
Okay, here we are arguing
okay?
all that. Okay, got you. Pulp Fiction.
Arguing, we're debating.
All right, Pulp Fiction. What about it?
Just what I said. Remember the shot in the heart when she was dying, and he gave her a shot right there. I saw that when I was little.
She saw the adrenaline.
Medics.
They put it in the heart and it shoots adrenaline on weights above.
I guess it was. I don't know what it was.
So that happened to Buck Owens?
No. I have to find out.
Who happened? Someone, your dad's people he was working with, or what?
Yeah, I
Where
can't
was
remember.
This at?
Vandenberg,
Air Force Base, California,
or it could have been South Dakota. Ew, Rapid City. He got out of there quick.
What's that guy? Let's keep to the subject here. So, like, Buck Owens. You were talking about Buck Owens when you were a kid.
Okay. Well, when I was 5, yeah, I mean, Buck Owens was my favorite artist, and my dad brought him in. You know, he's part of the Bakersfield and Vandenberg. You know, the whole crowd. Even Merle Haggard was his drummer. And that's when he stole Bonnie away from Buck.
Bonnie?
And Bonnie Owens, Buck's wife.
Merle Haggard's?
Bonnie Owens she's in her own right, Jeff. Man, I don't know why.
What happened? She got stolen away from who? Merle Haggard?
No, Merle Haggard took Buck's wife, Bonnie.
Oh, really?
Not Bonnie the Playboy Bunny, okay? Not BJ, that BJ. I don't even know if this Bonnie's middle name could be BJ too, but anyway. Yeah, man. That happened all right there. And my dad brought in go-go girls too into the clubs, you know. And he knew
that's where you heard
Morton,
go-go music for the first.
Yeah, he knew like the guy Morton's restaurant, Morty, or what was his name again?
Oh, here we go again. Just like John Travolta.
Okay, what was his name again? Morton.
Oh, well, just go on.
Peter. No, Peter's the son. Oh, I can't remember.
Doesn't
matter.
matter.
Anyway, okay, the dad. So he knew them, and through that connection somehow, got go-go girls in Vandenberg. Like I told you that like Schindler's List story about Isaac Abergel, the guy who owns the, or did own, he's probably dead by now for sure. What's it called again? What is that when you paint blackface on? It starts with an M.
Mimes?
No.
I don't know.
Can it?
Does it matter?
Yes. All right. I'll go on. Okay, well, Isaac Abergel, yeah. Isaac, well, he sold the land. It's a big shopping center now in Lompoc. And yeah, Isaac did the deal, but he got Isaac Abergel out of Morocco because Isaac Abergel was wanted by the Nazis. And my dad got him out by marrying Carol. I don't know her maiden name, but Carol Abergel is what I always knew her as. And she was, and this is in the 60s, okay? Early 60s. No, middle 60s. Middle 60s, that's right. And
did she have 5
She was
guys?
pregnant, and what?
She had 5 guys.
That was back in the 60s, man. I don't know.
Sorry to interrupt.
Anyway.
Keep going.
Okay, I know you're going to edit that up. Okay.
Keep it.
Anyway, so he married Carol Abergel. And what I remember about Carol Abergel is my mom always bitching about... She knew that it was real important for Isaac to get out. So, and Isaac was a good friend of my dad's. So she kind of had my dad kind of by a, like a kind of a chokehold, that she wouldn't marry him or help his friend get out unless we all came over there and cleaned up the cat shit in her house, which was everywhere. She was a cat lady girl, young girl, but a cat lady girl.
Okay.
And we always had to go over there and clean that house. And I was allergic to cats, remember? It was a big drag for me. One time I got so blown up from allergies that they had to take me to the hospital and drill off the rings I had on.
Okay, so what did she do?
She was a waitress at one of my dad's clubs. That's how he knew her.
So
that's how he knew her story.
Okay.
Some guy, some fly-by-night. Here's the thing. Here's what happened. He was married, and he was fucking around with everyone, okay? And so obviously he fucked Carol. She got pregnant. But I told you this story before. Remember the Asian girl who was in the back of the van waiting for him and had a ice pick or something and went after him?
And we're telling everybody this.
The guy who got her pregnant. Okay, I'm just telling it like I know it, like it is.
I know, like I don't remember.
It just comes to me, and sorry, I can't help it. So yeah, it was that guy. Anyway, and oh yeah, she was waiting in the back of the van. She was in love or something, just crazy. And he was like knocking up Carol Abergel, had a wife at home, had that dish on this side, and who knows how many others. But where was I going with this? We're talking about the club.
We're talking about music.
This was the Alley Cat or the Pump Room. I can't remember which one.
Talk about your start in music, your influence in music.
I mean,
that's the original
from my dad, you know.
So how you got involved and with your dad.
Yeah, and I used to sing up with, Buck Owens, Tiger by the
we keep
Tail.
mentioning Buck Owens. What about Buck Owens? What about it? I mean, we don't...
well...
Why don't you tell that
I think
part?
that's the first time he started throwing bucks out, because his name was Buck, and he would throw dollars, like dollar bills out to the audience all over, like the fan would, like, rain them down. And... what else? I mean, he'd let a little 5-year-old girl come up and sing with him.
Okay, that's what we want to hear about you. That's a good story about Buck Owens with the dollars, but what about you? Were you on stage?
Yeah.
Well, let's hear the story.
But I couldn't stay that late because that's when all the floozies would come in and they'd try to put me up under their shirt and give me drinks. Anyway, no, my mom wouldn't let me stay there after 6 or 7 or whatever time of the year it was when it got dark. And I mean, for right now, that's what?
This is in Vandenberg?
Yeah, Lompoc. It was in Lompoc. It was off the base. Back then, I think Vandenberg was just the base, and Lompoc was.
But that's where Buck
outside.
Owens came to play.
Oh yeah, all the time. That's where my dad met Harvey Geller. Because Harvey was promoting all those folk bands back then. They were the big thing.
Who's Harvey Geller?
Well, he was Bobby Darin's manager. He was a big wheel and one of the founders, I think, of Cashbox. And you talk about the Brill Building in New York. That was Harvey's second home. I kind of think of the building that I worked at Lotus on Hollywood and Highland, because every floor it was music industry, okay? And it wasn't like the Capitol building, but it was round, all right? And came to a spire at the top. Was it flat at the top, like on the roof? But anyway.
Okay, so that you got to sing on stage till 6 o'clock. Is that what you're saying? Did you do it all the time?
Well, I couldn't stay past 6 o'clock.
Okay, but the question is, did you get to sing?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
At the moment, whatever was okay at the moment. We had no plan.
What would you do?
Whatever happened.
Did you sing? Did you
Yes,
play guitar? Did you play drums?
I only
Did
knew
you sit
a few
on Buck's lap? What? I mean, come on.
No, nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
No, that would be nasty. My dad would never let me sit on some man's lap, no matter who he was. So
okay, it's
No.
just joking. Come on.
Oh, well, I don't know about you sometimes.
Yeah, that's what people say. Come on.
So no, I remember though the first time I heard myself on a microphone. I just laughed, and I almost every time I do hear myself on a microphone now, it makes me laugh. I don't know why. And then everyone starts laughing. The whole room starts laughing.
There you go.
It's just because I heard myself on a microphone. I don't know.
How old were you when that happened?
5.
5 years old.
And it happened later on, too, when I was running for student council.
Did you dress like a little cowgirl
Arms.
or something?
Kind of both. I was the first one to wear a jean skirt. And not only a jean skirt, but it had the fringe, like your cutoffs, had it all around it. It was like, back then, that was like a...
You're 6 years old, like you were talking just a few seconds ago, you were talking about Christmas caroling.
That was my second. You asked about music, and I didn't get a job at a record company or anything. When I was singing with whoever was playing, there were other people too. I mean, what was her name? Dottie West. Some country artists anyway. I would sing with, and I would just because I was a cute little girl, okay. And then, so when my dad retired from the Air Force, it was in Vandenberg, in Lompoc, and he went back, and he and my mother and all of us, he returned to Phoenix. Okay, they were both born in Phoenix in 1923, both of them. So yes, I'm the youngest of 8 kids, really 7 Harrises, but okay. And I guess my next involvement was, I was only 6 or 7, but I loved Iron Butterfly and Creedence, CCR, and those were my favorite albums at the time. And then I would go Christmas caroling around the holidays. And Jeff, only because my brothers and sisters told me to, I didn't know any better. But after I was done, I'd put my hand out. And I came home with a lot of money, especially for back then,
Where was this?
Scottsdale.
Scottsdale, where? Arizona?
Uh-huh, yeah.
So you were 6 years old?
From the time I was like 6 to 9.
So
I
you
did
went
that.
from Lompoc to Scottsdale, Arizona. And then when you were 7, 8, 9, then...
Like mostly like 9. Well, then my dad ran for office, and he had to live in his district. So we had to move to Phoenix in his district. And that's where I went to Creighton, okay? And, well, there was talent shows and stuff, and I didn't become popular until I heard myself on the damn microphone again and started laughing. It made the whole auditorium laugh just from my laughing. It was like contagious or something. I told you about that guy at R&R who wanted me to go to his friend's comedy thing just to laugh, just to be there. But anyway.
Jennifer, like when we were kids, growing up in Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale in 1970s for us, since we're kind of like older, we're in between the generation of Boomer and Generation X. We're probably more of a Generation X than the Boomers, but we understand the Boomers, I guess, versus the Millennials now out there. So then when I'm asking, like, remember when we were kids in the summer and this pool side, can you tell people about what happened in the summer and at the pools?
Well, I'd be boiling ribs to throw on the barbecue outside.
You at 6, 7 years old, or what?
Oh, no, I was about 9 then.
Oh, 9, you were able to run the barbecue?
No, just boil the ribs. Boil the ribs and get them all tender and get most of the fat out, baby backs.
All right, there you go. You had your job.
Yeah. And basting too, out at the grill, I guess. Yeah, I was. I've been cooking for a long time. And, oh God, Fran Jeffries, the actress, she, when we were roommates, oh my God, she loved my cooking, told everybody. But anyway, let me go back.
Go back
skipping.
to the pool.
To the pool. Well, we had a jukebox. And it wasn't outside because it could get wet. And it was like the one in Happy Days. Really neat. Wurlitzer, I think.
Did it have like the lights?
Oh, yeah. Sliding around. Really, really.
What was in the jukebox? I mean, what did you guys have?
It was a jukebox.
I know.
45s.
Okay.
And,
what was the music?
Oh, well. A lot of country western.
Okay.
Mostly.
Both kinds of music, right?
Oops, sorry, girl.
Both kinds of music, right?
Yeah.
Country and western.
Mm-hmm. My dad, he was not no redneck or anything, okay? But he was a cowboy gentleman. My dad had more class than most any other person, no matter how wealthy or whatever. He just had it inherently, just... And, well, I told you in Morocco. Now, see, this is before my days. I'm going back, all right? So I won't do that.
Talk about the pool. The jukebox playing music at the pool here.
Well, yeah, having pool parties. And there's a jukebox. We had a payphone. We had a Coke machine out in the backyard. And, you know, we had friends over, but that weren't really allowed in the house because of my mom. And she was a notorious B.I.T., you know what I'm saying. And everyone was afraid of her because she could rip you to shreds like that. Just
with what, words?
Yeah, with words, right.
Got under your skin easy.
Oh, she knew how to read people, and I guess that comes from being an orphan in the TB camps.
Did she like the country western music of the jukebox?
Yeah, she did. She liked Creedence a lot.
Well, that's part
they're
of
not country western.
That's part of the country western? Yeah.
In a way. I mean, so my dad tolerated them and Elvis. Only Elvis. It was like what he'd give up to rock and roll. But we had Jerry Lee on there, and so, you know, it was a fun jukebox.
Well, you didn't have Iron Butterfly on.
No, I didn't. No, Inagata Davida. My sister Kathy got diabetes, and I thought the song was "And I got the diabetes, baby."
I thought I had diabetes.
And I got the diabetes, like Inagata, like and I got the diabetes, baby.
Why not?
Don't you know that I love you?
Isn't that how you loved it? How you interpret songs back then?
Yeah, when you're a kid.
Yeah. So then when you're at the pool, I mean, you're listening to the music. It's hot as hell outside, you know. The brain's melting. So, like, you were talking about, like, the pool and...
There are a lot of happy memories. Just a lot of happy memories. And then there were some not so great, you know, like when the dog fell in and drowned, our old dog. And my two brothers fought for years over that, you know. Kind of broke up the family in a way. But that's what you get, you know, when you mix alcohol and emotions together, I guess. Well, anyway.
We're talking about the good things here.
Okay.
Let's talk about the good time when you're a kid, like hanging out at the pool, listening to music. What radio station did you listen to?
Oh, God.
Okay, how about that?
Let's see.
What was it was AM. I listened to KRUX.
Well, there was Crux and Chris. Don't forget Chris.
Right.
KDKB.
This is before
KUPD.
that. I'm talking. That was KDKB.
KDKB went FM the first one. There were two in the whole country, and KDKB was one of them.
We just had AM while we were hanging. We didn't play FM then. That was later on. Hanging out at the pool as little kids.
KNIX. They were on the boat.
Yeah.
Buck Owens' station.
Yep.
Buck and Buddy. You know, I know Buddy real well, his son.
And you were talking about, like, Buck Owens and KNIX. Like, where was KNIX located?
Back then, it was kind of like on the border of, right in the middle of Tempe, Scottsdale, and Phoenix. It was on Gilbert Drive, which has been renamed now.
What is it now? Stetson Drive or something?
Something like that, yeah. Stetson Drive, because of Buck, you know.
But
there was the Jean Bell Kennel, Kathy Bell, one of my best friends. And that's not her real last name, but she was married to Jean. Her mom was married to Jean, and so we just called her Kathy Bell, and she liked it. But where was I going? Oh, yeah, Kathy Bell. Jean Bell had a humongous greyhound kennel, yeah. And he grew up with my dad.
Is this by KNIX you're talking about?
Oh, right next door. I used to go there, called the Sugar Shack, and gosh, W. Stephen Martin hadn't worked there yet. I can't even remember the DJs who were working there. But I'd get to go in there and hang around the radio station.
This is by the river bottom, right?
Yeah, it's right at the river bottom. Yeah.
So people could visualize
Gilbert Drive. It has to be looked up.
Which is basically right off Scottsdale and Rural.
And then on the other side, there's...
Scottsdale and Rural Drive.
KNIX, the Jean Bell Kennel, which was a lot because the dogs there was a track, you know, to practice. And then next door to that was Aristone they built the columns in marble, and they got like the best stuff from Carrara, Italy, or Carrara, Italian. I don't know if it was from Carrara, if there was even a town called Carrara.
JD's? Right.
JD's where Waylon played right down the street.
That's on
it's like
rural.
you could throw a ball and hit it.
Where's that located off?
Well, back then it was rural road. I think they made it Scottsdale until the freeway, because the freeway now cuts it off, right? So.
Yes.
Or rural road. You know, it could still be rural road, but I mean, look how they changed, like Goldwater. How it cuts off when the neighborhood gets, a little, like, the help lives there for the rich people next door or down the street. You know what I mean?
So JD's, is like, what was that called? Yeah, it was always 2 levels, like country.
Country upstairs, rock
and roll
downstairs.
They let anybody in. I got to sneak in there.
Me too, all the time.
I drank there all.
Oh, my sister.
I was like 14.
I was the youngest, and my mom and dad wouldn't let them go out unless they took me, and they were always lying, saying they were going to Susie's to play Monopoly or something, and they stuffed my bra and put mascara on, lipstick, and they snuck me into JD's all the time. I remember lying to some guy. He said, "Where did you go to school?" And I said, "Harvard." As if I'm just like, how old, 11 or something. And he,
I'm the youngest student.
Yeah. No, because I thought Harvard was in Boston, know. So I didn't even know where it was. I know.
What we
totally
do
got
for
caught.
Yeah, so that's a good story. All right, we'll end this episode with that. We'll talk next time, everybody.
Oh, man.
Bye.